The Journey to Valinor. In the first age of Middle-earth, the Elves awoke by the waters of Cuiviénen, a mystical lake beneath the stars in the far east. Their awakening was a moment of divine beauty. They were the firstborn, the immortal children of Ilúvatar. For centuries, they lived in wonder, under starlight, before the Valar, the angelic powers of the world, came to summon them to Valinor, the blessed realm across the sea. The great journey begins. Many elves accepted the call and began the epic migration westward, across forests, rivers, plains, and mountain ranges. This was called the Great Journey. It was not an easy path, but the promise of eternal light and peace in Valinor kept them moving. Their hearts burned with curiosity and hope. Yet even then, the seeds of division began to form. The elves who stayed behind. Some elves refused the journey altogether. They were called the Avari, or the unwilling. Their reasons were many: fear, distrust, or a deep love for the lands they knew. These elves remained close to Cuiviénen, living in secrecy. Over time, they would become scattered and hidden, their histories fading like whispers in the wind. The elves who turned back. Others began the journey, but turned back before reaching the sea. These were the Nandor. They were enchanted by the beauty of the forests and rivers and decided to stay. Their descendants became known as the Sylvan Elves, dwellers of places like Lothlórien and Mirkwood. Gentle and reclusive, they kept to the trees and water. The Sindar, elves of the twilight. One group reached the western shores, but did not cross. These were the Sindar, the Grey Elves, led by Thingol. They stayed in Beleriand, where they built strong kingdoms like Doriath. They loved the twilight of Middle-earth, not darkness nor full light, but a quiet in between. The Sindar became some of the most noble and wise of the elves who stayed. Why they chose to stay. For many, the decision to stay was not out of rebellion, but out of devotion. Middle-earth was beautiful. The stars, the forests, the mountains, they felt tied to it. To them, it was not a world to be abandoned, but a place worth protecting. Their choice was spiritual, not political. The legacy of the elves in Middle-earth. Though they never reached Valinor, the elves who stayed shaped the history of Middle-earth. They fought Morgoth and Sauron, built legendary kingdoms, and guided men through times of darkness. From the great halls of Doriath to the golden woods of Lothlórien, their legacy lived on in song and story. Valinor versus Middle-earth. Valinor was eternal and peaceful, a paradise untouched by time. But Middle-earth was alive with struggle, growth, and change. Those who stayed chose a harder path, but also one filled with meaning. Their stories were not of stillness, but of passion and sacrifice. Conclusion. In the end, the elves who stayed behind became legends of a world destined to fade. They did not seek glory, but found it. Their memories echo in the wind, in the trees, and in the hearts of those who still tell tales of the firstborn beneath the stars.